Hello, everybody, and good evening. So, I'm at home and I just got out the shower, but as I was in the shower, I was praying and I was thinking because I am praying and believing for something, but I haven't quite received the answer yet, and so on and so forth. And then God recalled to me a passage in the book of Daniel. Some of us are praying for things and believing for things, and we're wondering why we're not seeing it yet. We're wondering why we haven't received the answer yet. We're like, God, what's the holdup? The question is, what's holding up your blessing, and why should you be so excited? So we see in the book of Daniel chapter 10, verse 12, the angel tells him, Daniel, from the very first moment that you set forth to get understanding from God and that you prayed, your prayer was heard. Daniel chapter 10, verse 13. However, the prince of Persia withstood me for 21 days until Michael, the archangel, came to help me. So you're wondering what's holding up your blessing. You're wondering why you haven't received your answer. You're wondering what's going on. God, did you hear me when I prayed it? But like the angel said in Daniel 10:10 through 13, from the very first moment that you prayed your prayer, God heard you. But the prince of Persia withstood me for 21 days. God sent me the minute that you prayed, but the enemy held me up for 21 days. And then I got excited, because why would the enemy try to hold up the angels that are on the way with your blessing? Because he doesn't want you to have it. And why would the enemy not want you to have your blessing? Because it's a threat, right? So for this angel to say, Daniel, from the very first moment that you started praying, God sent me to help you, but the enemy held me up for 21 days. I'm excited. See, I prayed this prayer last week, y'all. Forgive me because I'm outside and it's hot. I prayed this prayer last week. I still ain't got the answer. And I've been wondering, God, you gonna send me an answer? God, you gonna let me know what happened? But see, the enemy doesn't want me to get the answer to my prayer, because when I get that blessing, I'm gonna be able to take it and testify. The enemy is threatened by you receiving your blessing because he knows that by you testifying about how God blessed you, it's going to set somebody free. So if you've been waiting on a blessing and you're wondering, why haven't I seen my blessing yet? What's going on? Don't worry. God has already dispatched his angels, but the enemy is trying to hold them up. The enemy wouldn't be trying to hold up your blessing if he wasn't scared of what it was. And if the enemy is scared of your blessing, it's got to be something magnificent. So you should get excited. I know the waiting is hard, and I know it's really frustrating, but the angel said from the very first moment that you opened your mouth and you set forth to gain understanding and you prayed, God sent me. But the enemy withheld me for 21 days until another angel had to come and help me. Why would another angel have to come help another angel? Because your blessing is so big that the enemy is trying to do everything he can to keep it from getting to you, to keep you from getting the answer to your prayer, to keep you from getting the wisdom and the direction and the instruction that you've been asking for, because he knows when you get it, he in trouble. So I got a little discouraged earlier because I was like, oh, God, when am I going to get my answer? God, when am I going to get my answer? But then I recalled that passage while I was in the shower, and I was like, hold on. The enemy is threatened. So it's not that God didn't send my answer or my solution already. It's that the enemy is fighting my angels right now, because if I get this blessing, I'm going to go out and I'm going to testify. And if I go out and testify, how many people is that going to encourage? How many people are on the edge of life thinking, God doesn't care about me. God can't do a miracle in my life. God can't do anything to help me. But see, when we get blessings, and we go tell other people about them, it tells them, hey, God is real. God cares. If he did it for them, he can do it for me. And the enemy does not want that. So I know you're frustrated because you haven't gotten your answers yet, but I promise you, don't worry, it's coming. But the enemy is scared, and he's trying to do whatever he can do to keep you from getting whatever it is that God has for you. So what do you have to do? Stay focused, stay faithful, stay expectant, stay ready, because you're going to get it. And when you get it, you are going to do some serious damage. That's how I got encouraged. I hope it encouraged you too.